set for the main event, the dream match of a lifetime, the one we've all been waiting for, as these four men in the ring, Spanky, Doug Williams, the Fallen Angel, and Low-Ki, have earned the right to compete to be called the first Ring of Honor champion.
That's right, Iron Man, four-way match here. Donnie B, this is something that I've been waiting for a long time. Four of the greatest athletes in professional wrestling today are in the ring together. Doug Williams, Low-Ki, Spanky, and the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. In my opinion, whoever comes out on top of this is going to be an honorable Ring of Honor champion.
Well, as you saw right there to start the match, Christopher Daniels wants no part of Low-Ki. Everyone knows the backstory here. Chris Daniels has made a mockery of the Ring of Honor. He's made a mockery of the Code of Honor, and he is the only man here tonight who has a personal vendetta against Ring of Honor. He doesn't want no part of Low-Ki. He doesn't want to be anywhere near the ring when Low-Ki is in there.
Well, you saw what happened before. I mean, would you want any part of Low-Ki? He almost killed Christopher Daniels, for God's sake. Choked him out, wouldn't let him go. Even Low-Ki's best friends tried to talk Low-Ki out of killing Christopher Daniels. And I'll tell you what, if Christopher Daniels and Low-Ki get in the ring together, man, there's going to be some sparks.
Well, right there, Doug Williams with a nice double underhook, and Low-Ki quickly reverses it. Steve, as you well know, Doug Williams has emerged a main event star here in the States after the last show with the Round Robin Challenge, with victories over Jay Briscoe and the American Dragon. He put on what I would say, in my estimation, was one of the most pure wrestling clinics I have ever seen. He and the American Dragon had a wrestling classic, which I will never forget, and he has demanded a rematch in the future. But will he be the Ring of Honor champion in that rematch? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It was actually road to the title, Donnie B, but that's all right. That's why I'm here for you. Low-Ki, Doug Williams starting off here. The crowd is hot. The crowd is expecting a match of the year candidate. And if you know Low-Ki and his Ring of Honor history, he is Mr. Match of the Year. He has put on what is considered a legendary series of matches here at Ring of Honor. On each of the first four Ring of Honor shows, he's produced a Match of the Year candidate. And even more incredible, every match, every time he gets in here. And tonight should be no different. Kicking Doug Williams
right there, Low-Ki using one of those vast array of kicks that he's known for, right to the skull of Doug Williams. Doug Williams, the strongest man probably in this matchup, the biggest man who has to use his strength to his advantage. Low-Ki probably the hardest hitting individual in the match. This makes for quite a great matchup here with Low-Ki and Williams. Williams right there with Low-Ki up in his shoulders and tosses him right down. And if you notice, Williams has yet to unleash that armbar on Low-Ki. If Low-Ki is unable to use that right arm, that takes away some of his effectiveness.
That's right. Low-Ki is known to strike with the right arm. Doug Williams, unlike many professional wrestlers who work on the left arm, was working on the right arm, which was very smart.
Excuse me, Steve, I don't mean to cut you off, but a beautiful judo throw there by Doug Williams, who is well versed in that art as well. Unlike some of the other competitors, Doug Williams and Low-Ki both have martial arts backgrounds. Spanky, Christopher Daniels, a little more high flying, a little more fast-paced aggression in the middle of the ring. Spanky, perhaps the man in this match with the shortest fuse. Christopher Daniels, probably the most strategically sound of all the men in the ring. Doug Williams, the power man, and Low-Ki, probably the powder keg. When you put all four of these together, you, my friend, have a legendary matchup.
Oh, absolutely, Donnie B. And while we have a quick second, Ring of Honor has a goal to present wrestling as a sport, not sports entertainment. In order to achieve this goal, Ring of Honor will be based around the Code of Honor. And you have four guys in there, and this match this is where the Code of Honor really comes into play. There's 5 laws of honor. They're intended to promote sportsmanship, respect, and honor inside the wrestling ring. And as you see, Spanky, and the crowd is hot for Spanky right now.
Starts Spanky. This is the very first time Spanky has locked up with Doug Williams. Spanky in new ring attire. Spanky with the hair slicked back. Spanky is all business tonight, Steve Carino. He wants the title.
That's right. You know, Spanky usually a little, off his rocker here, but he's thinking right now he's got to stay with the laws of honor. The laws of honor which allow Ring of Honor competitors to produce the most athletic matches possible. These are the sacred rules that will define Ring of Honor's product. These are the commandments of Ring of Honor, and these laws are the following. Competitors must shake hands before and after the match. Donnie B, you were with me. You saw these guys. They didn't shake hands in the ring. They shook hands, with the exception of Christopher Daniels, in the locker room before the match. No interfering in matches or having others interfere on your behalf. If you need somebody else to save your back, we don't want you here. No harming a referee or causing others to harm an official. Like I said before, we don't do their job, they shouldn't do ours. No sneak attacks. If you need to sneak attack somebody, go work somebody else. And if you're disqualified in your match, you have broken the Code of Honor. Honor. And do you have heat with the office? No, you have heat with the boys. And when you have heat with the boys, bad things happen. So you don't want to break the code of honor.
Well, nice, beautiful series of reversals there. Doug Williams had Spanky in some variation of a chokehold using both Spanky's arms for almost a near minute. Spanky able to reverse out of it and overpower Williams due to sheer technical ability. Spanky well versed in submissions himself. A lot of people aren't familiar with that, being a student of the Texas Wrestling Academy. Rudy Boy has also taught Spanky very well. Doug Williams, though, the master of submissions, and he, my friend, knows that this match is 1 hour long, and based on the point system, which you can explain in a minute, Steve, he knows he has all night long.
That's right. This is the first chance we're getting to see Christopher Daniels in the ring right now. He thinks he's safe because Low-Ki is on the outside, but Doug Williams is a strong and big individual, and he wants no part of Christopher Daniels' attitude here.
Well, Steve, the point system is very simple. If you get 2 points for scoring a pinfall, you lose a point if you get pinned, and Christopher Daniels is well aware of that. Christopher Daniels can actually win this match. He can actually win the Ring of Honor title without ever even locking up with Low-Ki.
That's right, Donnie B. It's 2 points for a pinfall or submission, and then -1 if you get beat. So, you know, it's very intriguing here. It's a thinking man's four-way Iron Man match.
Nice roll through by Doug Williams.
They both rolled through on that one. Unbelievable action so far. But this is a thinking man's tournament also. You have 4 guys in this Iron Man match. They know the point system. They know how it works. So you're thinking of that, not only thinking of new moves to do, new ways to keep your opponents off guard, but you're thinking about the points. What happens Low-Ki gets a win? Or what happens Doug Williams gets a win? Or what happens I get a loss? I mean, you're going to think of that. You could be minus points. You could be above points. But in a second there, you could have 2 points and then have -1 all of a sudden. I mean, this is an intriguing and an innovative match, and the point system is actually very exciting to me.
A human game of chess thus far, and Doug Williams in control. If you notice, Steve, each of the men that have been in the ring with Doug Williams, he has worked on the right arm of each and every one of them. Doug Williams perhaps thinking if he takes out one of the appendages, he'll have it easier in the later minutes of the match, perhaps at the 45-minute mark. I would have to say that Chris Daniels is the marked man in this match, but perhaps they might come into play to his advantage. These other men might all be gunning for Chris Daniels, thus leaving an opening for the Fallen Angel to score some points on some pinfalls on Spanky, perhaps even a submission on Williams. I doubt highly that Christopher Daniels wants to get in a striking match with Low-Ki.
That's right. Let's talk about Spanky for a second. Spanky started at the era of Honor Begins as a virtual unknown to the Philadelphia fans, and now he's a true star. Spanky's also undefeated here in Ring of Honor. He won the contract at the era of Honor Begins, survived the bloodbath at the Round Robin Challenge versus Jay Briscoe, won the Heartbreak Gauntlet Series with victories over both Michael Sheen and American Dragon, and then got to this 4-way by defeating Paul London, Jody Fleisch last month, and every victory has come with one move, sliced bread number 2.
The greatest thing since sliced bread, and right now Spanky in the middle of the ring with a technically perfect headlock on Daniels. Daniel up and over Spanky, back to the headlock. Steve, I am absolutely stunned and amazed at how serious Spanky is during the course of this match. No shenanigans, no cartoon-like antics tonight. Spanky is all business, and that seems to have the veteran Daniels a little off kilter.
Let's go back to Spanky a little bit. Let's talk about the importance of his wins in Ring of Honor. It was the first time Spanky defeated American Dragon on a major show. You saw Spanky's promo earlier in the night, and he did defeat Low-Ki over a year ago in Memphis, Tennessee, and Chris Daniels earlier this year in California. You heard him talk about these wins. Can he continue the streak tonight?
Well, as big an ego as Daniels has, it's true that he will remember for years if necessary, 5-10 years down the road, if someone pins him, he will not rest until he gains revenge. I can assure you, having the knowledge in his mind that Spanky has defeated him, has not escaped Chris Daniels during the course of this match. Spanky may have scored a pinfall on Chris Daniels, but one thing was not at stake in that match, and that's the Ring of Honor title, and that's at stake tonight in this 1-hour challenge.
And the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels has had an attitude since day one here in Ring of Honor. He really believes that he is the best talent going today, and he feels every indie group brings him in to make their promotion seem worldly and top-notch. And that's a true story, Donnie B. His ego can't take it when he loses like he did at the era of Honor Begins or to Low-Ki at that Round Robin Challenge. He always comes up with excuses. He can never take it on his own. He's formed a prophecy to take down the Code of Honor and then build Ring of Honor back up in the prophecy's image.
Well, Chris Daniels is a thinking man's wrestler, and he thinks that by holding the Ring of Honor title, he'll have all the cards. He will be able to call all the shots. And you know what, Steve? He's not too far off base face with that. But as you saw moments ago, Chris Daniels hightailing it out of the ring as soon as Low Ki got in there. This is confusing Low Ki in my estimation. It's probably making him a little bit angry, throwing him off his game as you see the sweat pouring off of Low Ki right now. Keep in mind the temperature in this building at this moment is near 100 degrees.
That's right. It's hot. It's humid. It's hard to breathe. ROH rented the industrial strength fans you see in the background, but they're ain't doing a damn thing right now. You have 4 men. This is later in the night. This isn't the first match. This is later in the night. So there's barely any air left, and these guys have to go an hour. This just goes to show you that these 4 professional athletes out there are giving it all for the fans of Ring of Honor.
Doug Williams was a nice leg lock right now on Low Ki. Earlier before, Williams working on the left arm of Low Ki, now switching to the legs. Williams with a nice standing leg lock on Low Ki, and I can guarantee you now he has seen Low Ki before on tape, and he knows to chop down the tree, you got to start at the base. If he gets rid of those legs, on Low Ki, then he won't have to worry about those powerful front kicks by Low Ki, which can do damage on those tree trunk legs of Doug Williams.
That's right. If you talk to Doug Williams will sit there and tell you how much he knows about Low Ki and Spanky and Christopher Daniels. The man has watched all the tapes from RFvideo.com. He has watched the tapes of Christopher Daniels in WCW and WWF. Everywhere Christopher Daniels has gone, he's watched the tapes of Spanky when Spanky was a developmental wrestler in the WWF up until now. He's watched Low Ki from when Low Ki started. This guy has watched these guys progress on videotape. That's what he does in England. He sits and watches these guys because he knows that he's in with 3 of the best in the United States. Him being the best in the United Kingdom against 3 of the top stars in the U.S. Spanky back in the ring.
And Spanky doing the smart thing there, continuing the work on Low Ki's leg that Doug Williams started to soften up. As you said before, Steve, Doug Williams, a master technician. Imagine, if you will, sailing across the Atlantic over in the UK for years and knowing how good you are, having an entire country backing you and waiting for your opportunity. Almost 12 years as Low Ki hooks in that submission hold on Spanky, waiting almost 12 years to get your chance, and in less than 30 days becoming almost a household name here in the States because of his work at the Ring of Honor.
And Christopher Daniels now in with Low Ki. Low Ki, who's been having his leg worked on, and which was very smart of Doug Williams and Spanky, working on the leg, keeps Low Ki from kicking. Kicking is his strong point.
Whoa, knife edge by Low Ki to the throat of Chris Daniels, and Low Ki seems to have Daniels in his sights right now. Daniels peppering away with rights on Low Ki right to the throat and a headbutt to the back of the skull of Low Ki. Chris Daniels will do anything it takes to hold this title at the end of this match, including dismembering Low Ki if necessary.
And a mistake there by the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. He had Low Ki where he wanted him. Low Ki went back to the corner and tagged Doug Williams, which is a mistake on Christopher Daniels' part.
It almost looked like Low Ki stumbled to the back and Doug Williams tagged himself in, and right now Daniels all over Doug Williams using that head as a weapon. Chris Daniels is a master at using his own body to inflict punishment, and Doug Williams is a house of fire. Nice peppering forearm to the skull of Daniels, and Daniels is down and on easy street.
That's right, and Daniels goes for the arm lock right there. He's got it cinched in.
Once again, the arm lock submission by Doug Williams, who has been using it throughout the match. Once again, Daniels down on the ground. Doug Williams is attacking that arm.
Luckily, Christopher Daniels was close to the ropes there. If Doug Williams would have got the extension on the arm, he would have hyperexed into the shoulder area, the bicep, the tricep, into the shoulder area, which would have been bad news for Christopher Daniels. You see Low Ki working on his leg. Spanky, Doug Williams was working on Low Ki's leg, and you know these guys all know each other so well. They all know what their finishing maneuvers are, what they work on. You got in an hour match, you have to break the body down. You have to break each part down scientifically.
Whoa, nice front kick by Chris Daniels to the face, and a nice right hand right for Low Ki as he seemed to be distracted momentarily outside the rings. Daniels was able to sneak one of those in. Daniels with a reversal. Williams into the ropes. Williams, nice front lariat on Daniels. Daniels is down, and Steve, you said earlier, this type of matchup, it's important to stay fresh. It's important to stay warm. We saw Low Ki tending to the injured right knee outside the ring. You don't want to freeze up. You don't want to get tight outside the ring.
That's right. You see Spanky. Spanky knows when to take a breather. When he gets hot, he gets bothered. All these men are sweating profusely. But you see Spanky, he's been taking picking and choosing what spots that he's been coming in at. And that could be a key to keep this man going.
Spanky, nice forearm to the lower jaw of Chris Daniels as he shoots off the rope. Spanky dragging Daniels out now to the middle of the ring. Perhaps these men might think about trying to score a pinfall now at this point in the matchup, trying to secure a few points, give themselves a little buffer as we get into the later stages. How important, Steve, is it to be the first man to score points in this type of match?
Oh, psychologically, it's huge to score the first pinfall or submission, because when you're already up 2 and somebody has -1 and 2 other guys have 0. So if you have 2 points, everybody's gunning for you. Everybody knows that they're running against the clock now. Right now, each man looking for an advantage, looking for not only a pinfall or submission, but they're looking to wear down the body. But the first man to score that pinfall or submission, that's when this match is going to go quick, and everybody's going to be racing against the clock.
And right there we saw the first pinfall attempt of the matchup, almost 15 minutes into it. Spanky with a 2 count on Daniels. Daniels with a nice front neck breaker on Spanky. After the roll through the armbar, Daniels seemed to be a little dazed, a little confused, but now has the match back in control. A handful of hair on Spanky. Daniels looking for the neck breaker, drops Spanky head first with a reverse DDT type maneuver. Daniels going for the lateral press on Spanky.
Referee Paul Turner in perfect position here, counting 2 here. We almost had our first fall scored by Christopher Daniels. And let's talk about Spanky for a second. This man drove 30 hours from Cincinnati, Ohio to Los Angeles, California for one reason. He wanted to go to Japan. And the only way he could go to Japan was to go to California, drive 30 hours in a car that had no air conditioning, is on its last legs, to win a tournament, to go to Pro Wrestling 01. And in fact, after this match, he has to go to Japan. He has to be on a plane at 9:20 in the morning from Philadelphia to go to Tokyo. And he wants to go to Japan with the Ring of Honor Championship belt.
And the amazing thing about that story is that Spanky did it in less than a half hour's notice. They call him the young man is hungry. He wants to shine. He wants the opportunity, as do all men in this matchup. Right now, low-key with a reverse chin lock on Doug Williams, perhaps wearing down Doug Williams a little bit. As I said earlier, Doug Williams, the largest man in the match, that could come into play. That could actually be a weakness for Doug Williams in this type of matchup, knowing it has to go 1 hour long. This big body could run out of gas. If it does, you might be able to rack up a few points by choosing Doug Williams as your target.
And you said it earlier, Donnie B. Doug Williams has emerged as the main event star in just 1 show last month at the Round Robin Challenge, with victories over Jay Briscoe and American Dragon. He and Dragon had a pure wrestling classic, and Dragon has demanded a rematch in the future. Williams could be the man to beat here in this 4-way.
Williams absolutely one of the men to beat in this 4-way. He's earned his spot here at Ring of Honor, and if he were to walk away with the championship, everyone could hold their head high knowing that the man from across the Atlantic represents the best in professional wrestling entertainment today. Chris Daniels, low-key Doug Williams, and none other than the superstar showstopper himself, Spanky. These 4 men battling it out tonight to wear that title.
See how smart Doug Williams is. Keep working on low-key's leg. If he can't kick you, he's off his game there. And
nice front kick by Williams. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, you see Low-key using the left leg to kick Doug Williams in the back. A huge back hit. And, Low-key's got hard left kicks, but they're nothing like the right.
We constantly talk about Low-key's kicks. We constantly talk about Low-key's striking power. But let's not overlook the striking power of Doug Williams. His legs are about 3 times the size of Low-key. Doug Williams can kick with the best of them. And right now, Daniels taking another cheap shot, another disgusting tactic by Chris Daniels, the man who has no regard for anything but himself.
Is it a disgusting tactic or a smart psychological move, Donnie B? Christopher Daniels is under Low-key's skin. And if he gets under Low-key's skin, Low-key could be off.
Whoa! What is that? I've never seen before,
That's
Steve.
the torture device. That is the torture device, Donnie B. That is something that no one has done here in the United States yet, as far as I know.
Unique submission hold there on Low-key could absolutely rip apart the interior ligaments, the crucial ligaments of Low-key's right knee. Low-key, if he can't use that leg, if he can't use his knee, his minutes might be numbered in this matchup. And right there, Spanky actually attacking the other leg.
That's right, Spanky doesn't want to get kicked by either leg, so he's taking out both as much as he can. A strike there by Low-key. Low-key keeps coming back on Spanky. There's a hard strike, and there's the rock hard chop.
One thing about a match like this, Low-key's legendary strings of matches, rest assured all the members in this match, as Spanky drop kicks the kneecap of Low-key, they've all seen what Low-key can do with both barrels loaded. They're well aware of the power of Low-key's strikes, the power of Low-key's technique in the middle of that ring. All 3 three of these men have seen Low-Ki at his best. They are well scouted and well prepared. Nice figure four type board breaker by Spanky on Low-Ki.
Spanky has to keep his temper, though. As everybody knows, Spanky has a hot temper. He's been known for his temper. He's gone to anger management classes. Spanky gets out of his game when he gets angry. So if Spanky's got to keep his head, which he's been doing here for the first few minutes here.
Oh, nice back head kick, heel kick by Low-Ki to the back of Spanky's back. The back of Spanky's head right there. Low-Ki, Steve, this action is incredible, Steve.
I know, you can't even spit it out, Donnie B. But Low-Ki coming back with some kicks. His legs are rubbery right now. Spanky picking Spanky up.
And Low-Ki whipping Spanky into the turnbuckle, and Daniels with another cheap shot. Daniels like a ring veteran, like a ring general outside the ring, picking and choosing his spots where he can. What a rat.
Once again, referee Paul Turner in perfect position. That's what I love about the referees here at Ring of Honor. They're always in the right position.
Nice snap over suplex type on the neck move by Low-Ki. Spanky seems to be a little bewildered, a little dazed. Only a 2 count there. Paul Turner lets us know Low-Ki looking to score his first points of the match.
That's right. Low-Ki is up. You know, he's going to try to get some blood flow to those legs.
Oh, drop Spanky right on the top rope. Low-Ki with Spanky in a peculiar position, and Spanky down, tied up in the ropes.
You see Low-Ki kicked with the left foot, the right leg.
Daniels, what a rat. Sorry, Steve. Actually tags himself in and then cheap shots Low-Ki to boot.
That's right. He wants to get under Low-Ki's skin so bad. I mean, he is an assassin when it comes to the psychological part of pro wrestling. Christopher Daniels attacks the minds of Doug Williams, Spanky, and Low-Ki. That's what I think makes Christopher Daniels so successful here.
I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Although I might not agree with Chris Daniels' personal philosophy towards life in our industry, he is unquestionably, in my opinion, the opinion of many other people, the greatest talent right now on the independent circuit, and in my estimation, the best pure talent at the Ring of Honor. Low-Ki, Chris Daniels, Spanky, Doug Williams, all fighting for the honor of being the first Ring of Honor champion.
And look at the power that he has in Ring of Honor. He got Simply Luscious, my girl, to join because she felt she was mistreated by Ring of Honor since she was originally put with Prince Nana, and Nana deserted her. And then when she got the color commentary tryout, all I did was hit on her because, you know, she's hot. But, you know, Daniel saw how unhappy she was with Ring of Honor and recruited her as the first member of the Prophecy.
Don't forget, Steve, we also have Donovan Morgan, another California wrestler who has joined the Prophecy. He, like Chris Daniels, he believes he is better than everyone else. He believes that Daniels is speaking to him from afar. He believes everything Daniel says, Steve. It's almost ungodly. Donovan Morgan will return to the Ring of Honor on August 24th to take on the American Dragon in Boston. Please be sure you're there. I guarantee you'll see a match for the ages. American Dragon versus Donovan Morgan.
That's right. It'll be Donovan Morgan against American Dragon. Originally, it was supposed to be Donovan Morgan, American Dragon versus Spanky, but Spanky has Pro Wrestling 01 commitments that he could not get out of it. He would not be there on August 24th. But American Dragon versus Donovan Morgan is going to be one hell of a match.
And meanwhile, Low-Ki, like a vulture in the ring right now, all over Daniels. This is it. This is what they've been waiting for. Both men square up in the middle of the ring. Low-Ki, Daniels fighting it out. Oh, nice rolling soul butt kick to the cranium of Daniels. Daniels is down. He might be out of it. Low-Ki should try to score some points quickly. Low-Ki sizing up Daniels. Oh, front kick right to the lower pec of Chris Daniels. But right there, you saw the damage from Doug Williams on that right leg. Low-Ki is not 100% with those kicks.
That's right. Low-Ki going to the left.
Oh, chop block by Chris Daniels. That might have end the match for Low-Ki. Low-Ki's knee might be destroyed.
Unbelievable right there. He chop blocked him, taking out Low-Ki. Did you see Low-Ki actually twisting in a sick manner? Christopher Daniels knew what was coming, ducked out of it, and took out the right knee.
Chris Daniels has spent almost a half hour trying to pick his opportunity, waiting for the right moment, and that chop block might have been it. If he can keep Low-Ki down, Steve, let's say he scores a pinfall on Low-Ki and captures 2 points. What's to say he doesn't keep Low-Ki in the ring and keep pinning him, keep making him submit? Who knows? Oh, exchanging chops back and forth. These two men are brutal. Oh, a shot to the eyes by Daniels. What a low life.
Well, Donnie B, you're right. If Christopher Daniels was smart.
Drop kick attempt by Spanky and Daniels out of the way. Daniels looking for that reverse DDT by Spanky. Doug Williams going airborne. Hello from the Atlantic. Right there, Doug Williams. A nice clothesline on Spanky.
Now it's broken down. All 4 men are in the ring all at the same time right now.
Oh, Doug Williams with a beautiful beautiful block in the corner, turns around, spinning DDT, and Spanky looking for it. Spanky hits it. Spanky hits slice spread number 2.
Oh, Spanky just fell on his head.
Double underhook backdrop by Low-Ki onto Spanky. Up in the middle of the ring, Daniels with a front face Novocaine on Low-Ki.
And all 4 men are down. All 4 men are down, and the fans here in South Philadelphia are up.
The crowd showing its appreciation for these 4 men who are emptying the gas tanks in this near 100-degree weather here at the Murphy Rec Center, fighting for the honor of being the first Ring of Honor champion. Chris Daniels, the first man to his feet. Spanky, the second man. Williams is up, as is Low-Ki.
Low-Ki just pushed Spanky off the top rope. Doug Williams over the top. And now it's only 2 men. Here comes...
Whoa!
He chopped him again.
Flying chop block by Chris Daniels as Low-Ki was going for one of those roundhouse pinwheel kicks.
That's how you know your opponent. That's how you know your opponent. When you know what's coming. Christopher Daniels is going for it now.
Oh, the last rights roll by Chris Daniels on Low-Ki. We have a pinfall.
Christopher Daniels now has 2 points. Low-Ki is -1. Doug Williams with 0. And Spanky with 0. Christopher Daniels is in the driver's seat.
Christopher Daniels smart enough to hit the flying cross block on the tidal wave. Right there, Christopher Daniels now in the driver's seat. Steve Corino and quickly going for another pinfall on Low-Ki.
It was very smart. You got 2 points on the Low-Ki. Put him down for another 3 count. That would have Daniels at 4 and Low-Ki at -2. And Low-Ki would have been in big trouble here. We're at what, the 25, 27, 28 minute mark? I mean, you got a half hour left.
Absolutely. Spanky with some peppering forearms onto Daniels, trying to negate the point system here, trying to get back into the hunt. Everyone chasing Daniels right now at this point in the match. A lateral press, only a 2 count. Ref Hansen tells us. As a matter of fact, Steve, even this match is so grueling, the referees have had to change.
That's right. The referees are going to change every call if another one even happens. So Hansen could be in there for a long time. You know, what would be strange is if this could be the last fall. You know, Low-Ki there and trying to, get some water on him.
Low-Ki trying to catch his bearings, trying to get back into the hunt. Doug Williams outside the ring, well rested. Spanky might be served to tag in Doug Williams. Remember, it's everyone chasing Chris Daniels, so a little teamwork might be in order. These 3 men should right now gang up on Christopher Daniels and make sure that his point earnings end it too.
But also on the other hand, Doug Williams may be thinking, well, if I can put Spanky down once or twice while Chris Daniels is trying to catch a breather, Doug Williams would be in the driver's seat with 4 points, with Spanky at -2, Low-Ki at -1, and Christopher Daniels at 2, and then all he's got to do is keep from Daniels from pinning him.
Absolutely right now, Doug Williams in control with a front chancery rear chin lock on Spanky. Daniels outside the ring. Low-Ki, the wounded animal, outside as well. Down a few points in this contest. -1 for Low-Ki. Daniels at 2. Williams and Spanky at 0. Drop right there. Face first. Williams' face first drop on Spanky's knee. Daniels right back in the ring on Doug Williams. Daniels is like a man possessed.
That's right. And you see Low-Ki is still on the floor after taking all that abuse to the knee, and then taking the pinfall from Christopher Daniels. What is he thinking right now? Is he thinking, should I give it up or should I get back in there? It's a psychological warfare that you have going on with your mind. When it's 95 degrees in the building, you're 30 minutes into an hour-long match, and you're already behind. He's down -1. Daniels has 2 points, the man that he hates more than anybody in this world, and now he's got a lot going through that mind.
Williams right there with an arm bar in the left arm of Daniels. Each man at this point is rethinking his strategy. Once the first pinfall, once the first points are awarded, each man has to make an adjustment. Each man must now think differently. Doug Williams has to say to himself, do I have enough gas left in my tank to make sure that Chris Daniels does not earn any more points while I earn a few? Spanky has to be saying to himself, do I have what it takes? Can I hit sliced bread number 2 on more than one occasion to take home the title? And Low-Ki has to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get out of the hole?
That's right. They're all thinking, but when am I going to take a chance to get some rest? Because, you know what, 95 degrees, it's hot. You have 4 of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world today. Everybody's tired already with a half hour to go. I mean, the abuse that these guys are putting on their bodies is unbelievable. It's unbelievable action here. I'm so impressed with what we've seen in the first half hour. What are we going to see in the next half hour? A big DDT by Christopher Daniels, and Spanky was very smart to get close to the ropes. He had enough bearings to get close to the ropes that Christopher Daniels cannot pin him.
Well, each one of these men is shedding pounds by the ounce right here in this match. Each man will lose a considerable amount of weight through water in this match. The sweat pouring off of these individuals. Spanky, Chris Daniels, Low-Ki, and Doug Williams. Each man in this ring a finely tuned machine when it comes to professional wrestling. Each man will have to pull out all the stops. Right there, Chris Daniels, a nice reverse standing chin lock onto the face of Spanky. Spanky grueling in anger right now. Spanky seems to be getting angry right now, and that might be a plus for Spanky. He might have to pull out some of that anger to ensure some points.
That's great. Into a Fujiwara armbar on the same arm that Doug Williams and Low-Ki have been working on Christopher Daniels.
And right there, a nice back thrust elbow by Daniels. Didn't stay in a hold too long. That's one of the things about Christopher Daniels that impresses me so much. Whenever he's in a submission hold, whenever he's in a precarious position like being on his back, Christopher Daniels does not spend much time there. Nice roll through by Doug Williams. Front back flip. Just using his left foot on Chris Daniels. And once again, Williams in control of that arm. I think thus far in the match, Williams has the soundest strategy, saying to himself, if I can be the ring general, if I can keep these men wounded in the middle of the ring, then when maybe perhaps the last 5 or 10 minutes, I can score enough points to take home the title. Then Doug Williams seems to be on the road to doing that.
On the other hand, Doug Williams can punch himself out. He could get too tired during this match. As you see, Christopher Daniels, once again, without seeing, knew where he was. He put his feet in the ropes, and it made him release that hold.
Right there, Daniels having Williams in the corner. Nice front forearm right to the jaw of Williams. And Williams is a little rubbery right now as Daniel charges the ring. Williams out of the way. Daniels down, clutching that left arm, which has been considerably damaged by the armbar of Doug Williams. And right there, once again, Williams looking for that submission hold on Daniels.
Donnie B, I just thought of this thing. I have to say, right now, Christopher Daniels has the best chance of winning this match because Christopher Daniels, well, you see Low-Ki's getting up, but Christopher Daniels wrestles under a mask in Japan as Curry Man. And if you've ever wrestled in Japan, especially for the promotion that he works for, they wrestle in a lot of smaller, hot buildings. So you have a guy like Christopher Daniels that has to wrestle under a mask where you can't breathe as much in a hot building. Now that he's here in South Philadelphia in another hot building, he doesn't have the mask on. It's improved his breathing, which is going to be a key for the rest of this match.
Very good point, Steve Carino, as we saw Low-Ki getting back into the match up in the corner. Perhaps Low-Ki saying to himself, let me take a few minutes to rest here while Daniels whips Williams across the ring. Let me get my second win. Nice spine buster drop by Daniels onto Doug Williams. Low-Ki may be saying to himself, let me get back into this thing.
Low-Ki, yeah, definitely coming up. Low-Ki wants to be back in. His knee is hurt, but Low-Ki has to make a tag for him to get another point. If no one's going to tag him, he's not going to be able to score any points.
Only a 2 count there. Daniels had much of the offense for the last several minutes, including reversing that DDT attempt into a powerbomb. A beautiful move by Chris Daniels, who always seems to have a counter, Steve, as we see just a 2 count. Spanky so close to the points.
Spanky's so intense about getting the 2 count. Hell with the fancy moves. He wants to score to the 3 count here. He wants to be right where Christopher Daniels is, and that's in first place with 2 points.
Very smart move there by Spanky, trying to pin down the large arms of Doug Williams, hoping perhaps that if he can pin him down, he can score a pinfall. Very good move by Spanky. I've never seen that before, using every ounce of Spanky's weight to keep the shoulders pinned of Doug Williams.
And did you see Doug Williams? He's starting to get blown up a little. He's starting to get tired. And I may be wrong.
Nice diamond dust drop there by Doug Williams on Spanky. Spanky down. Doug Williams seems to be getting a little second win here. He has to stay on top of Spanky. He's got to go for some points here. Oh, Spanky reversed it and snatches the left leg.
He's going for a sleeper there. Put him out, but Christopher Daniels doesn't want anybody to get 2 points with him. He rakes the eyes of Doug Williams.
Brilliant move by Chris Daniels. I just picked up on his strategy. Not only is he trying to score points for himself, he's trying to prevent anyone else from scoring points. And the way to do that is to be in the ring. Technically speaking, Chris Daniels could lay in the middle of the ring for the next 30 minutes and score the victory.
That's right. I think that was a bad move by Doug Williams by tagging Christopher Daniels in.
Absolutely.
By tagging Christopher Daniels in, you're letting the man in the driver's seat drive the car.
Nice side suplex there on Spanky by Christopher Daniels. Spanky needs to tag someone in, perhaps even Low-Ki, who wants to so badly get back into the hunt, but is cut off by that dash dastardly rat, Chris Daniels.
That's right. He's cocky. Christopher Daniels, very cocky here, knocking low-key off the mat one more time, and he's in full control of Spanky.
Spanky into the ropes right now. A nice kick. Nice side Russian leg sweep by Spanky on Chris Daniels. Both men are down. Both men are exhausted. Spanky going for the lateral press. Only a 2 count. Spanky still in the hunt, still looking for his first points in the match, while Daniels is at 2. Neck breaker by Spanky.
He tags to Doug Williams. Doug Williams, who was sitting there resting, catching his breath back, comes in slowly, and a big knee drop on Christopher Daniels on the side of the head. We've documented many times how Christopher Daniels has a reoccurring neck and head injury from a few years ago. So if I was in this match, I would be working on Christopher Daniels' head and neck. If you work on his head and neck, the neck's going to hurt. It's going to seize up a little bit. You work on the head, it's going to keep him from breathing at 100%.
The import from Great Britain right now showing us the true definition of leverage, the true definition of technique. Right there, picture perfect arm lock by Doug Williams onto the already bruised and battered left shoulder, left arm and forearm of Christopher Daniels. Daniels doing everything he can to make sure that arm isn't completely extended, including that roll up there, almost snatching 2 more points.
And if you see low-key is still on the outside. What's it going to be like if or even when, or low-key even gets in the ring? How is he going to function in the ring right now? He's obviously hurt. He's obviously tired from the beating he took in the first half hour. What is going to happen if low-key gets in that ring?
Smart move there by Christopher Daniels to tag in Spanky, thinking to himself, both of these men are exhausted, both are battered and beat. Nice front back wheel kick by Spanky to the rear of the head of Doug Williams, who is down. Daniels saying to himself, let Spanky do the damage, and I'll come back in and perhaps score some more points. It would not surprise me, Steve, if in the next minute or so we saw Daniels whip out something like that top rope moonsault, or maybe even another variation of the last rites to score some points.
Once again, Christopher Daniels, I mean, a smart thing. He's got Spanky and Doug Williams where they want.
Wheelbarrow flip by Spanky right over the top rope. Daniels and Spanky working a little bit in tandem right here. That's surprising me just a little bit. Maybe Daniels and Spanky talked beforehand, I don't know. But in any case, in any situation, this match right now is in full control by Daniels.
Oh, an overhead suplex there by Doug Williams. And he's cleared the ring right now of both Spanky and Christopher Daniels. Spanky back in, whip to the corner, up and over. He's going for the Hurricanrana. Spanky
going for the head scissors, but the big man having none of it. Perhaps going for that chaos theory that rolled through. Oh, he's hitting a chaos theory.
And Daniels is there to break up the pin. Ring technician Christopher Daniels is.
Extremely smart move there by Daniels, Steve.
Yeah, he knows that his lead is in jeopardy if Doug Williams gets the win.
It's very simple. Chris Daniels says to himself, I have 2 points. If no one else scores any points in the match, I would
got it. The same move that he beat low-key with. The same move.
Oh, beautiful Novocaine type move there by Chris Daniels. Low-key fell victim to the last rites. Right there in Novocaine on Doug Williams. Doug Williams in a world of hurt. Those big shoulders are fading fast, and Low-key's up on the top ropes. Oh, Low-key with a standing stomp right into the chest of Christopher Daniels, saying, take that, Daniels.
And Low-key back in the ring. Did you see that? Christopher Daniels is still hurt right now.
Low-key back outside the ring. Low-key perhaps saying to himself, I've got to put a stop on this bullet train that is Chris Daniels in this match. It's been all Daniels so far. Low-key with a chop right to the throat of Daniels.
And he backed into a place where he didn't want to be. Low-key really struggling to get up.
Low-key seeing his first action in the match in quite some time, up on the shoulders of Williams, who says, nah, Low-key, get off. And Doug Williams right now has Low-key in a world of hurt. Beautiful submission hold by, right into the corner, right into the opposite corner. Doug Williams is just tossing Low-key around.
Oh, his face smacking off the Ring of Honor turnbuckle pad here.
Drop kick to the lower kidneys of Low-key, and if Low-key was not injured before, I can assure you, Steve, he's injured now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Low-key is in bad shape right now. Fans showing their appreciation for all 4 athletes here. Doug Williams seemed to be in control, but, he used a lot of energy right there on Low-key. Low-key down, Spanky down, Daniels down, and Doug Williams is down.
Well, these men have all got to be saying to themselves right now, I need points. I need points. I must score points. Chris Daniels is ahead of me. That's the only thing I can see. All 3 of these men should have blinders on. The only thing in their sight should be Christopher Daniels. They're all chasing Daniels right now, in my estimation, for that Ring of Honor title. Who will walk away with the crown tonight? We're going to find out in a few minutes.
That's it. Williams all over Low-Ki. Low-Ki defenseless right now, and I've never seen Low-Ki in this position.
I have never seen Low-Ki taken to task like Doug Williams is right now, mostly due to the fact of the damage that Christopher Daniels did earlier in the match. Low-Ki, nice double thrust chop to the large trapezius muscles of Williams. Williams having such developed traps, that move might not have been as effective as someone say a smaller size. Nice roll through on the Hurricanrana. Low-Ki and Williams are putting on a technical classic.
He's got the triangle sleeper on. Oh! This move knocks you out. Let me tell you something, Donnie B. This is a move that you actually choke yourself out when you try to get out of it. The more you try to get out of that move, the more you try to choke, the more you choke yourself out because you're adding pressure. Low-Ki going for the big armbar there. As you see, Doug Williams clinching the hands to make sure that he doesn't extend and hyperextend that elbow. It's a big move. Doug Williams has got to realize that he is close to the rope. That if he extends his left leg, they'll have to call him for a break. Low-Ki is pulling. Look at the muscles in the shoulders and the veins in the head right now. Low-Ki is so intense, and he wants a win here.
If you notice, Steve, even before Low-Ki had the armbar completely applied, Doug Williams had already forced the lock. He had already locked the hands to ensure the fact that his arm would not be going straight. Would not, absolutely in no way, shape, or form would Low-Ki get that armbar on. Good piece of strategy by Low-Ki. Maybe try to beat Doug Williams with his own technique. Both men down in the middle of the ring. And who's on the outside? A fresh Spanky and a semi-fresh Christopher Daniels, who has to be loving every minute of this.
He must be loving it, but he's also thinking, I hope no one scores a pinfall here. Doug Williams, Low-Ki both exhausted here. Christopher Daniels wants to get in because he knows this is the time that he can capitalize on either Low-Ki or Doug Williams. And in my opinion, he can capitalize on Low-Ki more. Low-Ki is definitely hurt. The knee has been battered and bruised for the last 35, 40 minutes.
Well, as Low-Ki double chops the trapezius muscles of Doug Williams, you've got to say these four are the best in the world, Steve. Forget that pound-to-pound garbage. If you want to talk about pure skill, then these four are among the best going today. Skill is what counts in Ring of Honor.
Oh, absolutely. These four have the most skill I've ever seen. These are four of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world today, and this is what a great match.
And right there, Spanky just tagged himself in there. We might not have been able to see it too clearly, but Spanky tags in as Williams goes for Chaos Theory. Oh my God!
Wait a second!
Chaos Theory into a backflip. The Dragon Sleeper applied, and Spanky had no choice.
Spanky had no choice to tap, but that makes Low-Ki give him 2 points. That will put him up to a +1. Christopher Daniels still in the lead, but now Spanky has -1.
And I don't even think Low-Ki knew where he was going to land. He just happened to land right there into the clutches of Spanky. And Low-Ki now he's on the board with some points. And Chris Daniels, like a vulture, right over the carcass of Low-Ki. What a despicable human being.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donnie B, we're about 45 minutes into this match, and you have now, it's 2 for Daniels, 1 for Key. 0 for Williams and -1 for Spanky right now. Now Christopher Daniels knows that if Low-Ki gets another pinfall or submission, he's going to be in the lead. And Low-Ki also knows that if Christopher Daniels scores another pinfall, Christopher Daniels has pretty much won this match.
Well, all they have to do right now is maintain control. Oh, nice floating back moonsault by Daniels. Oh, only a 2 count. Turner tells us it's only a 2. Another exchange by the referees. They've changed once more.
And it's so important. These guys know it's go time now. 15 minutes to go. They got to go. Every pinfall means something here. Every submission count. They're going for it all.
Oh, Low-Ki looking for one of those front kicks, and Daniels had it scouted.
Beautiful roll-up.
Remember, Steve, what's important right now is even though Daniels is ahead.
Submission.
Low-Ki might submit. Remember all the damage that was done on that leg. Spanky being very smart getting in there right now. He knows that even though he's down on points, all the men are so exhausted that it only takes 3 seconds for him to get back into the hunt. Nice flying forearm by Spanky.
That's right. A pinfall or submission could happen at any time. All 4 men are so tired, so hurt. A pinfall or submission could happen just like that.
Absolutely. Spanky looking for the frog splash. There's no water in the pond. Chris Daniels back up on his feet all over Spanky, looking for that Novocaine type move again, but Spanky had it scouted.
Cradle. This could be it.
Oh, so close, Steve. Spanky so close to tasting his first points of the night.
That's right. That would put Spanky up to a have won if he would have taken Daniels down. It would have put Daniels at a 1. We would have had a 3-way tie.
And right there, Spanky looking for that double underhook. Oh, double underhook pedigree type maneuver.
This has got to be it. This has got to be it.
Oh, 2 9/10. Daniels barely able to escape. These men are beyond exhausted. However, each of them are pulling out all the stops. Front chin breaker by Daniels on a Spanky, and the big man from Britain back in the ring.
That's right, and he sees Spanky's at a disadvantage right now. He's got to get up. Doug Williams needs to score this win.
Hangman's neck breaker by Doug Williams. This is a submission move.
This is why they call Doug Williams the torture device, because this man just puts on the pressure. Look at him. He's just pinging Spanky's head off the mat. 3 times now Spanky's hit the mat. This could be all.
Spanky like a ping pong ball, barely able to escape that pinfall there. Doug Williams himself almost with some points in this matchup. Doug Williams has been very impressive thus far during the course of this battle. He, my friend, I would have to say, has had one of the best showings I've ever seen.
You know, all 4 of these competitors it means so much. They're going for it all.
High knee by Williams, who's now might be making a mistake, Steve. He's going to the top rope.
Okay, very smart here.
Oh!
A high knee on low key. It hit low key. It didn't hit Daniels. Now Doug Williams has got to roll over. Go after low key, Doug Williams. Go after low key. These guys are giving it all. They're so tired. They're so hot. They're dehydrated right now. These athletes are going at full pace right now. Over 45 minutes have gone in this match. Christopher Daniels is the first to get up, and he's got low key up.
Well, these diehard educated fans here at Ring of Honor are giving these men the adulation they deserve as Doug Williams forearms low-key out of the ring. As you saw a few moments ago, Williams trying to finish off Daniels, and low-key wants it so bad. He wants those points so bad, he got in the way.
There he goes, Spanky going for a pinfall, and then if he could have pulled up, he would have had a submission. Spanky could have tried to hold on, but both men are real sweaty. It's hard to hold on. He's going for it. Slice bread number 2.
And low-key blocks slice bread number 2. Even low-key at this point has to be saying, I've got to prevent any more pinfalls unless they're by me. Doug Williams, low-key battling, chopping, doing anything he can to prevent anyone from scoring any more points.
That's right, these guys do not want... Oh, kick to the forehead, kick to the forehead. Unbelievable, and a big headbutt there.
And as you saw, those kicks were not as effective as they usually are due to the damage caused in part mostly by Doug Williams. That right leg of low-key is not 100%.
And look at that, the head of low-key that must have hit 13 times to Doug Williams. Doug Williams refused to go down. STO!
STO by Daniels, you know what that's the setup for, that picture-perfect moonsault.
Here it is.
A thing of beauty by Christopher Daniels right in the middle.
They got it. This could be all.
Only a 2, Steve, only a 2, and Daniels is in disbelief. What does he have to do to ensure this title? What does he have to do to score some more points at this point in the match? If Daniels was able to score another pinfall, I'd have to say he's almost a shoo-in.
It's almost like these guys are getting stronger and more determined over, and Spanky's up, Spanky's up, Spanky over top, cross body, this could be all. Oh. 2 count, Spanky's got to get up, go for another one.
So close by Spanky, tagging himself in, low-key just
tugged him in, right? Wow, this is unbelievable action. Low-key on top here.
Low-key and Williams, the legal men in the ring. Low-key jockeying for position, whips Williams into the ropes. Williams reverse. Low-key up and over, looking for a dive. Williams catches him in midair. Williams has low-key up on the shoulders. Low-key trying to wiggle out. Williams has him. They're both men are tied up in the ropes.
Oh, beautiful here. He's going to have to break this. Low-key does not want to get disqualified here. He's putting a lot of pressure on the neck and back, but he does not want to get disqualified, because if you get disqualified, then he is going to be he'll be back to 0.
Smart move by low-key with only 12 minutes left in the match, knowing that he has a few seconds, he can get arrested and also cause some damage onto Williams. And once again, the general himself, Chris Daniels, back in the ring. Is there no quit in this man? Does this man have no honor at all, Steve? He's taken every cheap shot in the book, every inopportunity moment, all the moments of his life have come to this. Chris Daniels needs this title.
And there he is, Spanky going for slice bread number 2 off Christopher Daniels. He got it. That's it. Oh, Daniels made the save. That was definitely it.
Daniels in perfect position right there, and he dumps Spanky over the top, and both men outside the ring.
Both men over the top, low-key on top.
Whoa! That was beautiful, the Phoenix Senton. I've never seen that before.
That's it. Low-key now has 3. Doug Williams has -1. Spanky Christopher Daniels needs to get back in there and score a pinfall or submission real quick. Spanky, Doug Williams, time is running out. They need to get in there. They need to score a couple pinfalls.
Chris Daniels doing everything he can right now. I'm not sure if he's aware, but he must have heard the announcement. Low key now in the driver's seat. Low key now in control. These men, this is where it all has to be emptied, Steve. So long, so hard, since the very first night, the inception of Ring of Honor. These men have had one thing in sight, one thing on their mind, and that was to stand in the middle of this ring on this night as the very first ROH champion.
That's right. You see almost a little teamwork there between Chris Daniels and Loki. A chop right to the throat by Loki, knocking Daniels down. He returns a chop.
Well, Loki and Daniels now start to exchange the haymakers, and this is where the money is, right here. Daniels and Loki. This is what we've waited for, and Daniels would have none of it. A hard strike to the cranium of Loki.
And they're going toe-to-toe. Christopher Daniels is playing Loki's game.
Christopher Daniels has Loki into the ropes. Loki up the ropes, ducks the clothesline. Loki up, both men are down. Both men hit the mark with the clothesline. The referee letting us now a standing count. Steve, what happens if both of these men are counted down?
That's a good question, Donnie B. I'm sure that would probably count as a loss for both of them because they both got counted out, which would get would take a point away, and that would make it easier for Doug Williams or Spanky. But both men are down. Spanky and Doug Williams are on the outside. They both need to get in the ring. They need to pin either Loki or Christopher Daniels to get back, and they to get back in this game.
Well, listen to the fans, Steve. The atmosphere in this building is absolutely unbelievable. These fans are eating this action up, eating it intently as Chris Daniels throws down the limp body of Loki, perhaps setting up for that moonsault again. There it is.
He got it, but no one home.
No water in the pond. Once again, Loki had the move well scouted. Chris Daniels down. Loki up on rubber legs. Loki perhaps trying to go to the top rope, maybe even trying to hit that Phoenix Senton once again.
He goes for it again. And Daniels put the knees up. He saw him do it to Williams. He couldn't get in to break up the pin in time, but he saw him do it to Williams. He put his knees up. An excellent move by Christopher Daniels.
Referee checking on the well-being of Loki. I don't think the referee would stop a match of this magnitude unless we had a very serious injury, but nonetheless checking on all the competitors. Williams, Spanky, Loki, and Daniels absolutely emptying their gas tanks here in this near 100-degree weather.
And that's right. Listen to the fans. The fans are going nuts for this. They know that there's less than 10 minutes remaining. Spanky now knows that he's got to score pinfall Loki, who's winning right now. This could be it.
Snap suplex so close for Spanky. Loki barely able to kick out. Spanky, however, needs to hit it. Needs to probably hit sliced bread. Nice block into a tombstone type variation by Loki.
He's got him here. Oh, it's it. That's it.
Tombstone pile driver by Loki, who was able to block sliced bread number 2.
Spanky's near the ropes, though.
Oh, Chris Daniels said to himself, I can't allow Loki to score any more points. I have to do whatever's necessary to chase Loki, and that's exactly what he's doing now.
That's right. Christopher Daniels, instead of going after Spanky, which I thought, okay, there he is. He's going after Spanky, the man that just took the tombstone pile driver. And now he's got a torture rack on him.
Very smart move. Reverse Death Valley driver by Daniels on Spanky. Needs to drag Spanky out to the middle of the ring. Daniels needs some points badly.
Daniels should be hooking the leg, though.
Daniels in a state of disbelief, looking at the referee, saying, how the hell did he kick out of that Doug Williams, tagging himself in? The big Brit needs
pile driver.
Muster up a storm right here. The British invasion is on with that move.
And we talked about it before. Christopher Daniels has had a reoccurring neck injury there. Doug Williams hitting the pile driver. Unfortunately for Doug Williams, Christopher Daniels was too close to the ropes.
Daniels absolutely knowing where he is at all times in the middle of the ring. Doug Williams with a big pile driver, but Daniels crafty enough to get that left foot on that bottom rope. Right now, the referee Hansen checking on the condition of all the combatants. It's like a war in there, Steve. Bodies are all over the ring. People are sweating. Blood was flowing. It's on.
That's right. How are these guys going to get up in the morning? All 4 of these guys giving it for almost an hour right now.
Loki trying to hit the tidal wave. Williams catches him in a sit-out powerbomb. Oh! Did he get him, Steve? Did he get him?
Spanky made the save. Spanky made the save there. It was, Loki should be thanking Spanky right now.
So crucial at this point in the match for each man to try to block a pinfall by the other while at the same time gaining a pinfall. It's almost an oxymoron, Steve. How do you get a pinfall while trying to avoid one at the same time. Spanky with low key on the top rope right now. What's he trying to set up for?
It looked like he was going for a superplex. Lays him in position. Low key goes to the top. Oh boy.
Oh, low key with a 450 off the top rope.
But he hurt himself and he had to roll out. Where's Christopher Daniels? Where's Doug Williams? They gotta get on Spanky. Spanky is in trouble right now.
That was the first time I've ever seen low key do a 450 in my knowledge team. I don't think he's ever done one.
I've never seen him do it either, but he did it spectacularly. Christopher Daniels is throwing low key in the ring right now. Tags him.
Daniels.
Smart move. Smart move by Christopher Daniels. He's on top of low key or on top of Spanky. That's where he needs to be.
Very smart move by Daniels, saying to himself, it doesn't matter who I pin or who I make submit. I need the points. Right there, Spanky with the DDT, knowing that the time is near. Only did we get a 3?
No, we got 2 and 2. Once again, puts him in position.
Spanky doing everything he can to try to score some points with only a few minutes left. I believe under 5. A frog splash by Spanky. That's got to be it. Oh, low key breaks it up.
Wow, the amount of 2 counts we've seen so far here. It's anybody's ballgame. Even though low key has 3, Daniels has 2, and both Williams and Spanky have -1. It's anybody's ballgame with 5 minutes to go.
Steve Corino, having seen each and every single match that the Ring of Honor company has produced, I can tell you this, I am on the edge of my seat. This is the greatest match I've ever had the honor of calling for Ring of Honor on the videotape series. The man that walks away with this title can truly be called the best in the industry.
Loki made the tag to Christopher Daniels here. Spanky's still the other legal man in the ring right now.
As you hear the fans chanting ROH silently behind low key, they want to see him. They want to see low key. They want to see Spanky. Spanky with a beautiful backdrop on low key, who is just completely folded like an accordion.
On the back of his head.
2 and 9/10. Hansen tells us 2 and 9/10.
It doesn't get any closer than that.
And Spanky is doing everything he can. This poor man who drove 30 hours to get a shot over in Japan is doing everything.
As a professional wrestler, Donnie B, I don't know how these guys are kicking out of it. You're talking 55 minutes of wrestling not one guy, but 3 different guys in there. I don't understand how they can kick out of it.
Oh, right there, Doug Williams snatching the foot of Spanky, who's on top.
Spanky looks like he hit his right knee.
And Daniels tagged himself in there. It was a blind tag. Daniels, the legal man in the ring, trying to capitalize on low key right there to score some points. Oh, Daniels like a wolf on low key.
2. Oh. Daniels knows that he's racing against the clock here. Low key's in the driver's position with 3 points. Daniels knows.
Whoa.
For the STO. But turned it into a different version of the STO, dropping him on his face. That's
2 and 9/10, and Daniels is so close he can taste it while Spanky and Williams battle on the outside of the ring. Daniels and low key are inside. They're turning it up.
But they shouldn't be battling on the outside. Williams and Spanky should be inside.
Doug Williams and Spanky are completely out of it after that spinning DDT from the apron to the floor. They might not be able to get back in this match.
Oh my goodness, that's no good for them, but it's good for Christopher Daniels as he is taking advantage of low key right now.
Daniels in control, the ring general, the veteran, the 10-year veteran of the industry right now, with the greener low key in the corner, the man who he has said on numerous occasions he does not like personally or professionally, Chris Daniels, who has created the prophecy to bring down ROH and will bring down low key with that.
Donnie B, I don't think Doug Williams or Spanky are getting up. They're down. They're out. Which means if they don't get up, it's down to Christopher Daniels and Low Key. Low Key with 3 points. Christopher Daniels with 2 points. And the fans are showing their appreciation. They want these 2 men to go at it. And Daniels is on top.
Oh, lateral press by Daniels. Low Key barely able to inch out. He must be saying to himself, I've got to sustain. I've got to keep going. Daniels is hot on my heels, nipping at the bud right now, looking for some points.
The heat, the disrespect, the chokeouts. It's all come down to this moment. The ROH title. 3 points for Key. 2 points for Daniels. This is what these 2 are fighting for. Who cares how much they hate each other? They're looking to win that championship.
But like you just saw, Steve, Daniels clubbing away at the back of Low Key with those forearms, perhaps trying to soften him up to hit the patented finish of the Angel's Wings. If Daniels can hit the Angel's Wings this late in the match, I can assure you he'll be well on his way to the title.
That's right. Daniels looks like he's in position. Low Key is in big trouble here.
Low Key shoots Daniels off the ropes. Daniels able to snatch up Low Ki in a Death Valley driver position. Drops him, looking for that last right, Steve, but he pinned him with once. No, Low Ki reverses.
But in second reverse, oh, a kick to Daniels' head, but he blocked it. There he goes. Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper. This is it.
Low Ki's own move being used against him right here by Daniels. The move that Daniels was in for almost 15 minutes on the last show.
Can Low Ki survive this, though? He's in the middle of the ring. He's in the middle of the ring. It's going to make him tap. He's got it perfect.
Remember, Steve, Low Ki said that Daniels would only get the title over his dead body. That was an exact quote from that man in the Dragon Sleeper.
But it might be. He might have to tap out for his own health. This is unbelievable. Daniels has got it. Daniels is going to be the Ring of Honor champion.
He's trying to make him submit. He's trying to make Low Ki submit right now. Will he submit?
Unbelievable. You know, Low Ki's
Less than a minute, Steve. We're looking at the clock. So there's less than a minute. Can Low Ki hold on?
He kicked out of it. He kicked out of it. Oh,
Low Ki hits the last right, Steve. Carino right there on Daniels.
It's over. That's it.
That's it. We have a winner, Steve.
Low Ki is the first Ring of Honor champion. Low Ki is the first Ring of Honor champion. We just witnessed history. This is truly a special match. The ROH title has to be prestigious after four of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world went 60 minutes in 90-plus degree heat. All that for the championship title. There is your champion, the first Ring of Honor champion, Low Ki.
This is Big 80's Donnie B for Steve Carino saying thank you for enjoying the show.
Doug's right there, baby. Right there, right there. It's right there. For 1 hour, I went out there and showed everyone that this isn't no joke. I'm in this business for a reason, to prove that I love my art. And I went out there and showed everybody how much love I got for this. That match was for Russ Haas. That was my brother. And Charlie, when you get a hold of this, you know this was for you too. IKMF. Get some water, baby. You need it. Get some water, baby. Get some water. What's us, baby? Rock, bring another. Drink up, get fluid, man. Get fluid. I want you going to the hospital. Everybody at home, you have no idea how hot it is in there. You're lucky you got some ACs at your home. Once again, House of Pain. HOP. Let's take it. Can't feel my leg. I tell you shit one time. Come on, get my back. Get my back. Get my back. Where's this shit at now? Right? The big one.
Come on, Jay, let's go. Rod's leaving.
Mark, what's your problem? Why the hell are you laughing?
Your match, you lost again.
You can't touch me, Jay. This is Pennsylvania. I ain't 18 years old. You'll lose your wrestling license. You know something, Mark? Next month, Ring of Honor is going to be in Boston. There is no commission up there, Mark. You don't have to worry about your license. I can touch you all I want up there, Mark. I'm challenging you right now. August 24th, Boston. Me versus you. Hey, you just lose again.
This is ridiculous, Chris. You pinned Loki. They're just trying to do this to us. They always mess with us. You know that, right?
That's right.
You know you pinned him, right?
This isn't the end of the prophecy.
You know it's not.
This isn't the end.
It's not the end, Chris.
This isn't the end.
It's not. You were robbed.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
What are you doing?
What the hell was that? I wasn't pinned. I wasn't pinned tonight. How could I lose that match? In fact, I pinned Low-Key. How can he be the first Ring of Honor champion?
Come on, Chris. I was just following the rules. Come on, Chris. I was just doing my job. I'm just following the code of honor.
What did you say? Did you say code of honor? I don't want to hear those words out of your mouth or anyone's mouth ever again. You think this is the end? This is just the beginning. In fact, this is the beginning of the end of Ring of Honor. This isn't the end of the prophecy at all. And when I come back here, I'm going to take care of matters. I'm going to take it in my own hands. It could have been so easy. But no. The Code of Honor, the Ring of Honor, they had to screw me. This isn't the end at all. It's going to be the end for you, though. You tell the uppity-ups at the Ring of Honor that they haven't seen the last of the fallen angel or the prophecy. You got that? You got it?